Students, see all of you page number 4. I am reading historians and their sources. Historians use different types of sources to learn about the past depending upon the period of their study and the nature of their investigation. Historians, they use different types of sources. They try to find out about the past, to learn about the past. So they use different types of sources. Which type of sources? It is dependent upon the period of their study and the nature of their investigation. Last year, for example, you read about rulers of the Gupta dynasty and Harshavardhana. In this book, you will read about the following 1,000 years. Now, in this book, this year, you will read about the 1,000 years, roughly, we can say 700 to 1750. You will notice some continuity in the sources used by historians for the study of this period. In this period also, 700 to 1750. So in this period, we will see the historians, they continue to use sources to learn about the past. They still rely. Relay means they are dependent on coins, inscriptions, architecture, and textual records for information. To get information, they are dependent on coins, inscription, also architecture and textual records. But there is also considerable discontinuity. We can say the discontinuity also. The number and variety of textual records increased dramatically during this period. The changes we can see in this period also, in the resources also, sources, whatever the sources which are used by our historians. So they, in that period, they used textual records. They slowly displaced other types of available information. Through this period, paper gradually became cheaper and more widely available. So paper in this period, so paper became very cheaper and more widely available, means the paper which was used widely, so that people used paper to write holy text, chronicles. Chronicle means historical records, chronicles of rulers, letters, teachings of saints, petitions, and judicial records, and for registers of accounts and taxes also. Paper which was used by people. So in this period, so historians, they used textual records more because textual records were available. Manuscripts were collected by wealthy people. Manuscripts scripts which scripts manuscript means the writing scripts which were written by hand, manuscripts. So that were manuscripts were collected by whom? By wealthy people, rulers, monasteries and temples. Monasteries means a place where monk, means religious people who lived, okay, in that particular period. So that the monasteries means a place where a, who devoted his life for religious service. So such a monk where he lives, so this place is called monastery. So monasteries and temples, manuscripts were collected. They were placed in libraries and archives. Here, archives meaning you can see archive, a place where documents and manuscripts are stored. So, such places are called archive. These manuscripts and documents provide a lot of detailed information to historians, but they are also difficult to use. These manuscripts, whatever the manuscripts which were collected and maintained by the Brahmin and learned people, which were collected by the wealthy people, rulers, etc. So all these manuscripts provide lot of information, but they are difficult to use. We can see the difficulty in handling. How? We'll read in next clip.